Yo, what's going on, guys? This is Sid, aka Vicious274, coming at you with another review, and this time it's for a company called Fingersk8.com, and this is just one of the stickers that you get with your orders. I actually got a few of them here. Fingersk8.com, and it's actually got pretty cool backing as well. And then this is another one that you get, which I thought was really cool. It says, "Give them the finger." Fingersk8.com. Very nice. Now, if you like those stickers, you'll also like some other products that they have, and I'll have the link to their website down here, so you guys can go check out all their products, and also their YouTube channel, so you can subscribe for product updates. And then I'm just going to show you a couple of other products that they have here. They got some dog tags, and this one says Fingersk8.com on it. And then they've got some pretty cool t-shirts right there with some funky colors. And you got the finger right there with the trucks and wheels. So I thought that was really cool. I really do enjoy this the graphic on this shirt and the colors. It's really funky. But one of the things that I'm going to be reviewing for them today, first, I have to actually have a few things I'm going to review. But the first thing I'm going to be reviewing is their fingerboard, and it's they have graphic decks, and this one is just sick. I love this graphic, nice and shiny, well lacquered, and it's a 5-ply deck. It's more on the low concave and low to maybe medium kicks, but more on the lower side. It's got a pretty nice shape. And then, speaking of the shape, this one really threw me back, way back to when I first started fingerboarding, because the width of this board is, I believe, 26 millimeters wide, and the length is 98 millimeters long. So it's almost about the size of a tech deck. So because it took me back to when I first started fingerboarding, I had to put on the skate grip, because that's what I used when I first started fingerboarding, and it was kind of like, you know, just take me back to when I first started. And I'll have to admit, it was a little difficult for me to get used to this deck at first, because I'm used to more wider decks now. But once I got back into the hang of it, it was a lot of fun. Very much fun. And I know a lot of you still like using not as wide decks, so that's why I'm reviewing this one, because for those of you that enjoy a more slimmer board, you will definitely love this deck. It has great performance, great pop, and I actually had a really good time with it. I'm smiling because it actually surprised me, because when I first looked at the deck, I was like, there is no way that I'm going to be able to use this, and it is just too small for me. But yeah, it took me back, and especially to the skate grip style. It was really fun. I highly recommend it to a lot of you fingerboarders out there to kind of go back to your roots and try out something that you used to ride when you first started fingerboarding. It was a lot of fun. There's really not much more that I can say about the deck, except that it performed great, but it did take me a little bit to get used to it. But I really do love this graphic. Now, my recommendation to Fingersk8 is, from what I've seen on the website, it looks like this is the only size deck that they have available. If you want to broaden your customer base, I would recommend maybe making your decks a little wider, maybe to the 29, 30. People are even using 32 millimeter wide decks now. And I think that would definitely increase your customer base, because these decks, very nice. Very well crafted. I mean, look at the roundings. They're perfect. The edges are all nice and smooth. I mean, it is definitely a well-crafted deck, and you can see that they put some time into it. So I would definitely recommend checking them out. But not just for their decks, they've also got obstacles. And the first one that I'm going to review is their metal park bench. And I believe all of their obstacles are made out of metal. And they also include a dog tag. This one is very long, I mean, when you put the deck on it here, you can see that it is very long. It's maybe about 3 decks long and about yay high. I've never used like a metal obstacle like this before, so it was interesting to say the least. I found that, you know, tricking onto it and then tricking off was it somehow gave you that little extra pop, I guess, because it's metal. I don't know, but it was a lot of fun, and it is extremely well crafted as well. I mean, you could see kind of a little bit of the welds in the back, but it's on the back, so that really doesn't matter. But when you look at it from the front, I mean, it looks like an actual park bench. So I mean, it's very nice. The only thing that I was not aware of when I first started using this obstacle is that the top end here is so thin that it'll wear away any type of graphic deck, or maybe even scratch up your trucks when you're doing grinds a lot faster. If you want to avoid that, some people, it doesn't bother them. I would recommend is just getting some like steel wool and just kind of like rubbing it on the top, just kind of smoothing it out. It's kind of like, I guess, almost like sanding metal in some way. But yeah, after I did that, it was a little more, I don't even know the word I'm looking for. It was a little easier on my trucks. It wasn't taking away the color of the truck or putting that grind mark on it as quick. So that's just one of the obstacles that I really enjoyed from them. And then they have this one, which is their, I guess, up or down, a down rail, whatever you want to call it. And this one has actual holes that you could screw in to keep it in place. Or you can use another product that they have that I'm going to show you in a second. And this one is actually a double square rail. And there's the dog tag again, Fingersk8. And this one, I thought I was going to have more fun with it. But the thing that that kind of turned me off about this obstacle, and well, first let me say what I liked about it. What I liked about it was that, you know, it was easy to do board slides on because it's pretty wide, and you know, obviously to land grind or whatever was a lot easier. But the thing that I didn't understand was why they made it a double square rail. I mean, normally, if you're seeing a double rail, it would be round, and the reason for that is because a round rail versus a square rail is a much more smoother grind. A lot of people find with round rails, and the reason they make it a double round is so that you're getting the smoothness of the round rail, but yet it's a lot easier to land a grind, like a kickflip to nose grind, let's say. It's easier to land on a double round rail as opposed to just a single round rail. So that's why they make double round rails. So what I would recommend to Fingersk8 is to maybe make your double rails rounds instead of squares, because with this gap in the middle, you can't land your trucks completely square with the rail. The wheels, like the gap of the truck doesn't fit onto the two rails, so it kind of like threw it off a little bit, and it was hard to like flip out of. So my recommendation to make this obstacle a little more fun would be to close the gap and make it a double round as opposed to a double square. There's really no need for a double square rail. A single square rail is good enough because it's easy to land, to be a grind because it's flat. But a double round, you get that extra smoothness in your grind, and it's easier to land because it's a double rail. So, I mean, not to take away from this obstacle still was fun. I did enjoy it, but that would be a major improvement for this obstacle, and I think it would make it a lot more fun. All right, now this one had holes where you could screw it down, but as you see, this one doesn't. It's just got flat footings, and with metal, it slides easily. So what Fingersk8.com has come up with is a product they call a stick wad, and it's pretty much just like a gooey substance that you just peel off pieces and you put it underneath the obstacle as a non-slider. Now, when I first got this, I thought, well, this is gonna, it's gonna stick to the obstacle. It's not gonna come off very easily. Actually, it peels off. It's almost like silly putty, and it goes on no problem. You just press down the obstacle, and it's going nowhere. It's gonna stay put. And then when you're done with it, you just take it off and kind of like roll the stick wad off, and then stick it back into your package. And it also comes with this instruction on the best ways to use your stick wad, and how to remove it, and stuff like that. So again, the company name is Fingersk8.com. I enjoyed these products very much. I hope you guys go check them out. Their links are going to be down here to their website, so you can check out all their products. And also their YouTube channel will be down here, so you guys could subscribe for product updates. Alright, so go check them out and keep fingerboarding. 2 fingers, peace.